super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Porchlight Letters podcast number 2282, Blessings in Motion. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, today has been overwhelming, but in a very blessed way. So we started the morning off of having my final night on the couch. It was good. I had a good night's sleep. I have to tell you, my couch is so comfortable. Whoever ends up with my couch are going to be super blessed with an amazing couch that is super comfortable and good for naps and sleeps and that sort of thing. And so thinking that my couch would be gone, I went and made a reservation at a hotel for tonight and got the cheaper price because I did the no refund, no cancellation refund thingy, which turns out that I could have slept tonight on the couch, but I'm glad I'm not. So just spent the day pottering around, getting stuff done here and there, sorting through more stuff. It's like never ending at this place. Then I had somebody contact me who had come the other day for some boxes, asking if we had any more boxes available. And I said, yes. I said, we have some more. And so then she explained their situation to me and asked if it was possible, if I couldn't sell the washing machine and dryer, would I be willing to give it to them? And I said, let me think about it, and I'll let you know what happens later today. So this afternoon I contacted her and says, if you want the washing machine and dryer, it's yours. I mean, I went through all of my listings on Facebook Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace, Nextdoor, and OfferUp, and changed all the headings to say make an offer, make an offer, make an offer, make an offer, make an offer. Not one nibble, none, no questions, nothing. And I was like, interesting. So I said to her, you can have the washing machine and dryer. And she said, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's going to help them out, which is awesome. So Charlotte then arrived later the afternoon and got stuck in and got some cleaning done and got some more sorting done. Like, she goes around and like consolidates things into areas for me. And she consolidated a whole lot of stuff to go to Goodwill. And I said, look, I'm done with this. Everything's just going to go to Goodwill or something. We tried to get one of the charity places to come and do a pickup, but they no longer do their own pickups, or the ones that we were talking to anyway. And they send you to a site where you hire a truck and hire the, like one of the ones I went to, you got the truck based on how much stuff you had, you got the truck, and then they charged you $3 per minute for labor. Think about that, $3 per minute for labor, with the average time being around 90 minutes. And I'm like thinking, okay, so that puts it around 400. We could squeeze that out. And so then what I did is that I went to book it, and it was trying to charge me over $800 for it because they were going at the max time that they usually get people ordering from. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Nope, no way, no how. So I was trying to figure out how we could do this. But anyway, so the couple turned up in a pickup truck, big pickup truck, to pick up the washing machine, dryer, and the boxes. And so Charlotte went to them while they were outside while I was moving my car out of the garage so we could get their truck into the garage. And so she's busy talking to them. She comes inside. She says, they're going to do a run to Goodwill for us. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so basically what they did before loading the washing machine and dryer is we packed the back of that pickup truck and the back of the cab with stuff. They went and dropped it all off at Goodwill for us, and came back, and then was having fun trying to get the washing machine disconnected. It was interesting. I said, well, it's got levers there. Do you push those levers or something? And so then finally the husband turned around and said, I'm just going to go get my dad. And I'm like, well, where's Dad? And he goes, oh, he's just over the back here. He just lives in the next street over. And I'm like, awesome. And so he ran off to get Dad, came back. While he was off getting Dad, the wife and I figured out that you push the levers up to turn them off. So then all you need to do was just disconnect the hoses. But we couldn't get the hoses to disconnect. So the guys came back, and the father got behind there, and they were able to get the things disconnected. They got it loaded up onto the truck. They got the dryer loaded up onto the truck. But of course, we're talking with them this whole time as well and learning more about them and their families. And one moment, please. My mum has just sent me her daily update. She says they're looking on Facebook but can't find me. I'm on live All right. Now. And so he came back in and he goes, oh, what are you doing with the couches? And I says, they're going to go to, we'll just have to get a truck tomorrow and take them to Goodwill. And he says, I'll help with that. And I'm like, really? He says, yeah, I'll come back over and help with that. And so he's going to come over tomorrow and help us take the couch. But he knows of a family that could use the couches. And then I said, what about a dining table? Do you know anybody who could use a dining table? And I showed him the dining table. He goes, that's a big table. I says, yes. And I said, that's it condensed. It's got another 2 feet, another 4 feet that can be added into it to make it 10 foot long. And he goes, that's a big. I says, we've had many family meals around this table. And there will be, a lot of good meals around this table, extended, not extended. And so he's going to put feelers out tonight and ask about that. Then I found out that, and so whatever they can't find somebody that can use it, he's going to help me take whatever's left to Goodwill tomorrow. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that is such a huge thing. Because I'm trying to get out of here as early as I can, but I have to go via my mailbox and hand in my key. I have to take the internet stuff back tomorrow, but their office doesn't open till 9. I've got to stop by the bank, but they don't open till 9. So my getting on the road at 6 o'clock in the morning is not going to work. I did not have time to run out today to do any of that, but he's going to come over tomorrow and help me take all the stuff to Goodwill that needs to be taken to Goodwill tomorrow. And he says, we'll get this place emptied for you. And I'm like, thank you. I'm just feeling so blessed. And so then he says, well, what I actually do is, and he sells, he deals with comic books and magazines and all that sort of stuff. And I said, you ever heard of Starlogs? He goes, oh yeah. I said, I have a bunch of them. I don't know what to do with them. And he's sort of like, I'd like to see those. And he says, save them for tomorrow and I'll have a look at them. So I'm sort of like, okay, that works for me. So between all of that and the help that Charlotte's given me over this past week, I just feel, oh, I totally forgot my big thing, my big news of the day, my big news of the day. Okay, so I have never replaced a screen on a screen door before. I have never done it. I had no clue how to do it. Or anything like that. I couldn't get in. Zeffie at one point had run in from the backyard, and because she was going from bright sunlight into the dark shade of the porch and then through into the house, it was all dark. And of course, the mesh on the screen door was dark, and so she didn't see it and ran into it and kind of bounced off it. And so it's been sitting for like a year, I guess, a year and a half, with not being fixed. But I had the kit to do it. And but I couldn't figure out how to get the doors off, how to get the screen door off. And so Charlotte had shown me how to get the door off, and it's been sitting there. And so then this afternoon, I thought, I need to tackle the screen thing. So I pulled everything out. I looked at it. I bought the screen inside so I could put it on the floor, make it easier because I had the floor rug there, a little softer on the knees, but not really. And followed the instructions and got it all done and got it back up and actually got it back on the tracks as well. And it fell off a couple of times, but I think I finally got it fixed. And then Charlotte turns up and I said, you got to come see my screen door. I've got the screen door done. I got the screen door done. I was so proud of myself. I got my screen door done. But everything else with all the people that I have met who have turned around and are helping, I just feel so blessed this week. And Charlotte and I had a very tearful time in the garage as she was getting ready to leave. Definitely staying in touch with her. She's got a shop that she's putting a couple of my things in there into her shop and putting it and listing it on eBay for me as well, because I got no idea about any of that. And seeing if she can get buyers that way, because I have always had pickup here at the house, not a shipping thing, but from her store she can pack it and ship it and all that sort of stuff. So she's got a couple of pieces some stuff that's going to go into her store, and she said, and she's going to ask me, what do you want it listed? What do you want to get for it? And then she'll put her commission on top of that, which I think is fair enough. We've got an agreement on that. So she loaded her car up again tonight with stuff and took that off. And, but we had a very emotional farewell because it's sort of like, we just met each other and now we're going to be on different countries, different continents and stuff. And yeah, but this week, so what have I got left to do? Mainly the office. I've still got the filing cabinets. Had a quick sort through the other day because we had the shredder guy here. So I raced through those and pulled out all the stuff that needed shredding. I now have probably about a box of stuff to be shredded left. And if I, but I am just exhausted right now. And I said to Charlotte, I said, I think, and I've been staying hydrated. I've had electrolytes. I've kept up my strength with food as well. So I said to Charlotte, I said, you know what I'm probably going to do is go do my live, and then I'm going to hop in the car and go to the hotel for the night, and then get back here really early in the morning and get as much stuff, because I haven't even started packing. Oh, my parents are probably watching. My parents have been watching this each night to see what's happening, what the latest update is. So yeah, I haven't started packing yet. But I have a plan. I have a plan. And that plan is to, I have the 4 suitcases. I've got 3 large, 1 small. And so I'm going to make sure that that my clothes are spread evenly among the suitcases. Complete outfits in each suitcase, from underwear all the way up to the top layer, complete outfits. So if anything happens with one, I'm not, I don't have, all my sweaters in this one. I don't have all my t-shirts in this one. No, it's going to be complete outfits in each suitcase. And then there's other stuff that I have to add in. It looks like I may be shipping down a couple of boxes down to New Zealand as well. Well, actually 3 boxes. So I've got to get them all packed up as well, and go in and see what the damage is going to be on those. But try and make the boxes as light as possible without going over on the suitcase limit. And I have one of those little scale thingies, that you put in your hands like this, and this thing hangs in the middle. So yes, that's tomorrow morning's job. Get here at 6 o'clock and get the table cleared, get the filing cabinets emptied, get the next load of stuff ready for Goodwill. So when Des comes over in the morning, we can get that done as soon as possible. And we may even be delivering the furniture to people's houses instead, which would be awesome, because then they're going to somebody who needs them, which I'm absolutely stoked about. I was kind of worried about the fact that nothing was moving, and Mary's finally found a new home. And Mary is my doll that I've had for about 20 years. I've had her. She was a therapist. When I was in therapy, she was my therapy doll. And I was sitting looking at her last night, and I was getting upset because nobody wanted her. But the couple that came and got the washing machine and the dryer, I said, do you have any girls? And she says, yeah. I said, do they like dolls? She goes, oh, they love dolls. And I said to her, come meet Mary. And so I went and introduced her to Mary, and she thought Mary was so cute. The girls would absolutely go nuts. And then I showed her the trunk that Mary has with all of her clothes and everything. And she goes, oh, they're going to love this. And I says, early Christmas present. She goes, I was just thinking, I says, Christmas present. And she says, I was thinking the same thing. So Mary's found a new home. So I'm happy about that, because I don't know why I was getting upset about the fact that she didn't have a home to go to. And so I was actually contemplating of packing her in my suitcase and bringing her with me. And because I kind of felt sorry for her just sitting there feeling like she was rejected after being together for 20 years. So I was just sort of like, I don't know, it's a doll. And I got emotional about a doll. This is how tired I am right now with all the stress and everything else. And but anyway, I'm babbling now. But I do have reflection questions for you. One moment, please. Your reflection questions always have reflection questions. When have you experienced unexpected kindness during a time of transition? Number 2, how does giving to others change how you feel about letting go? Number 3, what blessings have shown up lately in small practical ways? And number 4, how can you stay open to help how can you stay open to the help and connections that you want to find me or find you? So those are your reflection questions. There's some good ones in there. But yeah, today I'm just feeling extremely blessed, and very grateful and very thankful for what's happened in the last week with the help that has come around, the people who have stepped up and says, look, we want to help you. So with that, I'm out of here. I'm tired. I need to get to the hotel before I fall asleep, because I know Mum and Dad will worry about me driving at night and being tired. So I'm heading to my hotel, and I will get something to eat on the way, and be back here bright and early in the morning to get this stuff done so I can get out of here at least. But I'm trying to get out of here by lunchtime with all the running around I got to do and the chores, like the taking back the internet stuff, and dropping my key off at the mailbox, picking up my mail for the last time, and going to the bank. Those are my chores for the morning. That's what I have to do tomorrow before I leave town. At least with the bank, I can do it on the way out of town. The other ones I've got to go north to get to the mail place and the place to drop it. So I can go drop off, do my mail thing, go to the internet place, get back on the 303, go to the bank on the way out just before I hit the 10, get on the 10 and head off to San Diego to meet up with family and stuff. May not be in time for trick-or-treating, but I'll be there. So anyway, with that, I am out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys from somewhere tomorrow at I don't know what time. Okay. Hey, kōnera.